Alright, hey everybody. Jumping on for some 7 days for a little while here. Don't know how long I'll be here. I've got the kids today and everything else, and to be fair, I'm getting over a cold and don't feel great to start with, but as long as I need to be upright, I might as well be playing games. So, hopefully our internet connection stays up this time. We've been having a lot of internet issues lately, so I haven't been streaming much the last couple of days. But I found a new teammate that's planning on rolling some 7 days, so we're hoping to start at some point. It'll be Monday and Tuesdays on that. So, pretty much a new map. All I've really done on this one was my intro. Sorry, helps if you tab back into the game here. Intro, homesteading, your basic quests, and then, as you can see, I'm still heading to find the town. So, we did a little bit off because we were trying to stream it the other day and it wasn't working, and we deleted all those videos. So, going Brawler, they changed some stuff a while back, including adding this tree, which is really, really nice. So, Tier 1, killing an enemy will instantly stop a bleeding injury without using a bandage, which is awesome. After recovering from an infection, you're immune to further infection for 2 real-world hours, which is awesome. Fist weapons have a 10% chance to gain silver or gold teeth fillings. That's just amusing. And then plus 50 health, plus 50 health. But this one, melee kills grant you HP on kills all the way through 10, which is awesome. Healing factor and all of that, not a big deal. The rest of this is pretty much the same. And then normally I spec archery as well, but we're just starting with fortitude this time. So, it'll be fun. 1 second here, YouTube's having issues already. Well, I'm not frame dropping, so that's a good start, but YouTube's having issues. It'll fix itself here in a minute. Everything else is working fine, so I assume it's a YouTube issue at this point. So yeah, if you happen to hear any screaming kids in the background or something, ignore them. I don't recognize this perk. Oh, when moving, take less damage. Yeah, okay. And then, as far as all that goes, we're also going, I think we already took our first perk into light armor. Most people won't take these until later, but I find at least taking the first tier and stuff that you plan on speccing into just increases your magazine drops sooner, so you can start power leveling in. I need to grab Master Chef on the next one. I spec light, even though I'm going Brawler, just because I don't like the debuffs on heavy armor. So, that is what it is. So, with that said, I'm going to tab back into the game. I don't know why YouTube's being difficult, but it's the only one having problems. So, we're just going to get rolling. Try not to piss off the bees. This is a random gen map. Default settings, the only thing I've changed is drop backpack on death instead of everything, because yay! And then I also am probably going to be offline for a couple of weeks here soon. I'm moving in the next 2 weeks, so I'll get you guys all posted on that one as well. well beat down the chrysanthemum because we're going to need it. A lot of stumps out here today. One second. Here we go. Technically we need the goldenrod too, but free HP. Love that. This is set up as a random gen 10k map, so I've played enough 7 days that it's just easier to do a random and not worry about where I am. Just go find stuff. Playing on the primary map is just boring at this point. Oh, bees. Not good. Ow. Not gonna lie, that looks appetizing. Always love it when the trader is on the edge of town.
Thank God it's almost closing time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
Well, listen, you son of a bitch. If you ain't out the goddamn door when I close, I'm gonna make you an offer. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
That way. Try to go digging before it gets dark out. a reward for that one too, so we should really find a place to bunker down, but that's no fun. Oh, I hear Snake. Shooting range. Nice. That seems like a good place to be for the night. That's gonna kill me. Spawn near my backpack because I'm not set up anywhere. Keep hearing it, but I don't see it. Alright, we're gonna head for that. That looks like a good place to hang out for the night. There's a lot of loot in there, always is. Plus we might get some good stuff, so. Of course it's a T4. Not really equipped for a T4 right now, but worst case scenario, we die a bunch. Really need to make my knuckle wraps, but I don't have the stuff for them yet, so I'm kind of just improvising. Okay, and we're gonna die a bunch because I'm stun locked and can't move. This is going to be time consuming. But until you're level 6, it doesn't matter. Wait for our stam regen. This is why you don't clear T4s at level 1 or day 1. Making progress. Hey, people on Kick, people on Twitch. How's everybody doing? can see the backpack collection starting to grow. Hell, I appreciate it. And yeah, I've got some downtime today, so I'm just playing this. Normally I'm on StarCraft in the mornings, but like all of us, I float a bunch of games. Marilyn, not bad. How are you? Oh, that's not good. Not too bad. Just getting over a cold, but other than that, it's alright. Really? Oh, I don't have my stuff because it's on my backpack. That figures. Busy. Definitely busy. Yeah, and then we're moving in a couple of weeks too, so we've got all that going on. Yeah. Definitely a joint effort. Alright. Do I have the stuff to make my knuckle wraps yet? No. What do I need? More cloth. Okay, let's start beating down chairs and stuff. There we go. Sweet. Now we can punch people in the face. It's going solid. Noticing a lot of growth over the last little while here, so I can't really complain. Yeah, the brawler build is busted. Now, normally I go agility here, but brawler build at the higher tiers is hilariously entertaining. Ben where? I started about a year ago. Kind of as a curiosity, and then just kind of slowly gaining traction. Yeah, it's been probably just over a year to be fair, but I think it was around October or so last year. There it is. Yeah, working towards that. Been gaming for a lot of years, like abusing game mechanics. You know, breaking things Bethesda builds, that kind of thing. Play games when I mean, I've always been gaming, so I remember that Duke Nukem was 2 hands on the keyboard because it didn't take a mouse. Grew up with Red Faction and everything else. Played the whole spectrum. Ooh, new knife. Don't mind if I do. Right now I stream when I can. It's kind of flexible because work, obviously. So there's a couple days of the week that I can stream pretty reliably, and then I'm kind of on a 4/10s schedule. So normally Sunday mornings I'm on bright and early, so it's like 4:30ish in the morning until, you know, 7:30 in the morning is normally about what I roll. And then I do that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm busy Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't think we have picks. And I don't think I want to beat through that. No, I'm mostly during the week, unfortunately. If my work schedule was different, I would totally be on during the weekends when more people are on. But to be fair, StarCraft's player base, which is my dominant game, is not mostly in the US. So, all of my buddies over there in Europe and all over there, so most of the fan base is, yeah. And I try to keep them quiet. Right now they're in their room. The wife is trying to get over being sick too. So she's got the littlest one, and they're both sleeping. So the other 3 are playing in their room, and I'm trying to do this because I have time. Move on. Some nice little bunker range. Do we have anything useful we need? We got skill points. We need one of those. We do need those, but we don't need those yet. Yeah, I got it first this time, and then she got it after that. So she hasn't gotten hit as hard, but yeah. Definitely need that. Oh, we only got the 1 point. Yeah. It's birthday season, so somebody showed up at one of the parties and they ended up coming down sick, which means everybody else got it. Come here. Okay, we missed the doorway. Where's the door? Well, we're gonna die again. Normally we don't die this much, but this is what happens when you clear a high tier on day 1. 3 boys and 1 girl. Ooh. There's a lag spike. Right. Well, she's 2, so... Yeah, she's the 3rd. We are over encumbered. Ooh, T2 knuckle wraps. Don't mind if I do. Bye-bye. Really need to go drop a chest in the corner over here. Oop. And we woke him up again. And we're over encumbered and out of stamina. This is gonna take a minute. We gotta not pick up the backpack. Oh yeah. This is a much higher thing than what I should be doing at this level. And with maxed out inventory, you move really slow, your stamina regen sucks. If we don't pick up the backpack, we'll do a lot better. Definitely a hobby right now. Starting to get a few bucks rolling in here and there. Hoping someday I can turn it into something actually profitable, but it's kind of I do it on the side when I have time. Yeah, wait until you see spider zombies and other things. They get worse. Come on, guys. Time to wake up. Oh, shoot. Probably should have repaired that beforehand. Don't have the materials. Right? If only. And we're stuck on something. Honestly, it's daytime now, which is what we were really doing, is killing time until it's daytime, so we can go digging. Oh, yeah, yeah. Brawler is not really effective, but you see in the top right corner there, that's a 4-star, or a 4-skull. That's, you shouldn't be here until you're well geared and equipped and set up. And, well, I am not. However, there's always stuff in here that I want, so, well, thank you. Totally what I wanted to do is punch a wall. There we go. So, this is one of the highest POIs in this zone. The abridged version, oh, I should have changed that. Every 7 days you get a massive horde that spawns on your location, so it's a resource base builder. You spend the first 6 days looting, collecting resources, harvesting stuff, running quests, doing whatever you need to do, and then day 6 normally you start focusing on a base build, and then day 7 is survive the massive horde night, and rinse and repeat. Other than that, there really is no point. It's literally just rinse and repeat. As you progress in the tiers, you get higher access to better guns, better weapons, better things. That's always beneficial, but Yeah. That would be it. Let's see. Nice, we got waters and a campfire. We got a cooking pot already. We got some good loot off of that already. Offload stuff so we're not over encumbered for once. Because when we trigger this, it'll spawn another wave. This is just the intro. So there's merchants and stuff. There's different biomes that have different stuff in it. This is the forest biome, so it's the easiest of all of them. The merchants have you run little quests for them, gives you resources and things. Also your general shopkeepers. Each of the traders in the different biomes designated different things. So this is just to dig a hole, look for buried treasure. So we're looking for basically a metal lockbox. It's a fun game. I mean, all in all, I've been playing it for a long time. It released for the PS4 ages ago, and then it's been buggy and buggy and buggy, and they've been working on it for years. So they kind of hard released it, but it's still consistently under development. Okay, so it's over here. Should be just about there. There you are. Alright. Pick up whatever we can here. Yucca seeds. I'm just eat an egg. That'll free up the rest of it. Don't ask me why you can eat the raw eggs, but that's fine. Alright, back to the trader. Kind of a long walk back because we're over encumbered. Start building a storage facility here in a minute. Oh, we can offload all of this. Mostly single player stuff, to be fair. A lot of StarCraft 2. I've spent a lot of time here.
Well, you proved me wrong.
Fallout,
Roar,
Skyrim,
and get the hell out of
some
here.
older hack and slash games, some of the older first-person shooter games, things like that. No, StarCraft is definitely my main one. My brain doesn't feel like working, so I'm gonna play something.
I got work to do. Word of advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
Yeah, it's an RTS.
You hungry or
It's
something?
90% of what I play, but I float a few other ones when I have downtime. Or if the timing's not right. StarCraft is really hard to pause in the middle. This is a little bit easier. It's been a long time. I played Counter-Strike along with the Half-Life games and everything when they all came out, but that's been a minute. Alright, we gotta go build something. Let's take that. Oh, I have my cooking pot. Where do we want to build nearby? It's a really nice flat little zone over here. Oh. Little base up there. Something to punch over here. That's the Fortitude Brawler build 101. If it moves, punch it in the face. If it keeps moving, punch it again. It starts off a little bit weaker than the agility build, but yeah, what's up? Honestly, we're just gonna commandeer the road, or at least a chunk of the road. As far as quality, out of trees. Oh, that's good to know. I'm like, quality-wise, this is not the greatest for sure, but I'm on an older gaming laptop and I basically max it out and doing what I do. So, some point in the near future, I'm planning on getting a tower, and that'll make my life a whole lot easier. But we're not there yet. We need a door. Oh, yeah, I haven't invested into that yet. It's on the eventual to-do list, but not right now. Interesting, it won't let me do that. Okay, let's take that now. Yeah, it costs some money and I'm not investing into the channel like that yet. Oh, I should have put a land claim down. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. I need rocks. I'm like, life won't let me yet. Job jumping and moving and doing a long list of other things that hasn't had spare capital. At some point, but first investment is get a new system so I can actually put out in higher quality and then start investing into the channel. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's put a door there. Nothing fancy, it's just something to get us started here. Alright, well, we have a shell, but we need more trees. Yeah, I'm on Discord. Yeah, sure. Thought I heard something. Okay. Oh, there you are. I thought I heard somebody. Yeah, if you take the minor perks and stuff, you end up a total beast with an axe. But this game is kind of meant to be played with a party. So normally you spec into 1 or 2 trees. I cut down as much wood as I have to, but that's not really what I predominantly am going to be doing. Do I have enough to do that? Sweet. Get that out of the way. Okay, so let's grab this, put a staircase in. Oh, airdrop's coming in. Nice. Where's that at? Reset that back to basic. Yeah, it's the start of a base. Essentially, since it's just me most of the time, I just build a 10 by 10. It's small enough that it's easier to enforce or reinforce, and then I'll just add a staircase up. When you need to expand, you just add another level, add another level, add another level. As you get further into the game, there's larger crafting stations and stuff that take up space. Forges to smelt iron and steel and weapons benches and that kind of thing. So, but usually it's just me playing around. Sounds like I might be starting a group or 7 days party here soon. Yeah, I grabbed it. I'll add it when I'm not in the middle of this. Basic base builds are, I mean, kind of up to you. Some people set up a singular base where they fight Horde from, plus it has all their main stuff. Other people set up one as a fighting base and one as a house base. Just kind of depends. If I was going agility, I'd be building a tower because that's what works best for the agility build. Fortitude is more of I don't need a base. I just run around and punch things all day. So every 24 hours we get an airdrop. Basic supplies. Ooh, books. We like books. Dew collector. Nice. Books are how you advance your skills in most things. So that's huge. The agility is better with knives. Yeah. Later you get stam regens when you start killing things, and that's when it counts. Starting out, this build actually uses more stamina than it's worth, so it's awkward for a while. Here, if I go in here, so brawler perks, that's the primary. No. 10% weapon boost at that one, stamina cost reduction, stagger on hit, 20% damage boost, and additional stamina reductions. And then when you get 3+, it's killing blows grant 10 stamina, killing blows grant 20, killing blows grant 30. So at that point, if I can hit the right button. So right now my power attack's at 14. So at the top tier, that's more than it costs me to use. So now obviously as you get better stuff, the costs go up, but still. No, I'm not on Insta. Well, it's pretty much the only thing I'm not on. Alright, we gotta upgrade a block. Upgrade tiers, wood to reinforced wood, cobblestone, concrete, and steel. So, lots of progression that way. Let's see, what do we need? We got a 10 by 10. Oh, that's not gonna work. We need more trees. Should be enough to put a roof on. Not sure why these are stacking different. Wood cube, wood cube. It's the same thing. Cool. Oh. Because we built the wrong ones. Interesting. Well, that's absolutely not what we wanted. Scrap those. And building blocks, not wood blocks. Gotta wait a second for these. We're just gonna leave the one there, because I don't care. We'll reinforce them all eventually anyways. let's see. Do about 30 of those to start. Nothing fancy, but it works. Now we can put our little fireplace in the corner. Cooking pot in there. Gonna go get some meat so we can make some food. But hunting is kind of obnoxious right now. Do we have any arrows? No. Probably make some. 7 arrows. That's not gonna help. Need more feathers. Gotta turn the campfire off or just burn wood for eternity. Alright. We need birds' nests. And we're out of rocks. Grab a little bit of food and water. Alright, now we got some arrows. We can go try and find something to hunt, or hunt something as we find them. The bows early game suck. The bows late game are awesome. Alright, cash in these. See a trader. Cool, well I'm heading back that way anyways. Hey, there's a level. Huntsman, yeah, we better go ahead and take that, but we want cardio first. We'll grab Iron Gut next round. We're gonna go look through town, see if there's a farm. A lot of time there's a boar collection somewhere in town. And that's gonna be our first, probably best source of food. I'm gonna stop off at the house and offload a bunch of stuff we don't need. Let's call it a house. It's not much of a house, but 'tis a box. Alright, there's everything that's not critical. Let's make sure we don't still have stuff in here. That's what I thought. Let's take all that back. Cooking magazine in there? No. Okay. Must have been the stew icon. Whatever. Moving on. Drop chests in front of traders, because you can't build anything in their compound, is extremely helpful. Either because you need the space right then, or because... Whoop. That was move everything. Didn't need that. It's a stew. That should be fine. The traders are closed from like 10 o'clock at night until like 4 a.m. So if you have a bunch of stuff you need to sell and they're closed, you just drop it in the chest out front. But the trader's compound is immune to damage, so you can't build or do anything in here. Nor can you loot some stuff, but you can't destroy anything.
Look here, boys.
Woohoo!
We got ourselves
Don't
a
mind if I
real-life
do.
hero, and now he wants to be pet.
These are our favorite books. Knuckle crafting skills. Knuckle wraps T2. Well, I've already got a set, but still. Alright, let's go look for some farms and some piggies. Okay. Sweet. So we're at the very edge of town, so we can just weasel our way through. Always check the mailboxes. They'll either have paper or magazines in them. Ideally, you want magazines. Yeah, you kind of need a knife for everything. Your axe works for most everything, but your yield is better with a knife. It's one of your primary harvesting tools in the game. What is this? Pining for it. Cartel house. That's not the one we're looking for. Shooting range, shotgun Messiah that we started clearing. No, that's ultimately on the to-do list as well. Is this the edge of town? Looks like it. Okay. That's the edge. Right. Lovely animations they have in this game. It's a whole lot better than it used to be, though, I'll give it that. The dogs in here, because there's evil dogs to try to kill you, used to run like sideways and then reset on center. The hit boxes used to be off by like 20 degrees high into the right. Like, playing it when they originally were working on it was interesting. They've made some serious improvements over the last, 10 years. Or however long it's been, I couldn't even tell you. Nice, we're getting books left and right. Oh, we got our cooking books. Now we just need food to cook. It's not every time, but usually there's a boar farm. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, there's a bear up there, but no thank you. Oh, nice, we got a quick lube. Crack a book. Well, that's not what I was looking for, but that'll work. Quick lube is already a concrete building, and those are like 10k garage doors, so that is awesome for an agility build as well. But it works viably for the fortitude, because it's fairly open in there, and then you can route up to the roof, and then you can always just circle through. But Crack a Book is too good of an opportunity to pass up, because this is where you find all your schematics and books, and it's definitely worth looting. But we're going to drink some water because we're thirsty. And then we'll go look for boars. But especially at this level, books are... Honestly, at any level, books are a priority. But the faster you can get your perks cranking out for your books, the easier your life goes. Nice. Knuckle Wraps T3. We don't have the stuff on us, but that's awesome. Spear Hunter. Don't care. Read it for XP anyways. Lovely water. I think they need to do some construction on their bathroom. It's a little airy. Destroyed workbench. It's a pretty small Crack a Book. Nice. Sewing kits. That seems to be about it. Let's finish clearing the ground floor first. The knife uses less stamina, which is normally why I go agility to start. Plus it procs a bleed attack, or a bleed proc, which is also useful. The Knuckles, you really need those upper tier Brawler for the stamina regens to make it worth it. But it's a lot of fun nonetheless. Okay, if you're going to a rooftop, beware of vultures. Because inevitably, there's stupid birds up here that want to kill you. We seem to be done with the Crack-a-Book. Which is fine, it's getting dark out. Still haven't found our farm, though. Chicken. Now, the arrow drop at low levels on the bow is absolutely ridiculous. And the zombies will come and eat your food, which is immensely irritating. No, I do not want to die for a chicken. We're gonna die for a chicken. Which means by the time we get back, you probably will have eaten my chicken. Zombies on default get movement speed buff while it's nighttime, so it makes life more interesting. Well, he bled out after I was done. It's chicken. We got the chicken. Cool. So that's the edge of this side. So the town probably goes to like over here. So we're gonna double back. That doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Snakes. Snakes are really annoying to hit. There's a little bit of food, though. Bleed procs. Okay, where are we at? Sweet. We're just gonna run up and cut across. Looks like there might be a farm out on the end, but kind of want to get back on the main path. Oh, that's a dog. We're gonna die. Inevitably, the dogs almost automatically proc a bleed proc on you, which is miserable to say the least. I absolutely don't worry about deaths. Until level 6, you don't start taking the death penalties, which is an XP decrease. So, up through level 6, you're like, whatever, I don't care. After level 6, you start caring. Seeming that way. It's normally not the way it's supposed to be, but they just, they go from a walking speed during the day to a full run at night. So, it just makes life interesting. What is that building? I don't know. Lots of brick buildings out here, which is really nice. Yeah, that's a zombie dog. So there's zombie dogs and zombie bears, and the vultures are basically zombie vultures. There's also regular bears. They give you different resources when you break them down. Police station, video shop, nice. Corner cafe. I have seen everything but a farmhouse. That sounded like a spider. I would figure if we get the one town that doesn't actually have the farmhouse that I want. Or it's up in this little section. Whoa, hello. Glowing eyes also mean it's an upper tier. So when you break down the zombies or any of the zombie animals, you get bones and rotting flesh. You need rotting flesh for all kinds of things. Regular bears and stuff, you get meat and animal fat and that kind of thing. Bones all the way across the board, though. Oh, another dog. We walked into the wrong corner. Take as many out as we can before we die from the bleed. At this level, it's not worth repair or fixing the bleed procs, even though you can make bandages and stuff. It's just easier. Like I say, until I hit level 6, I don't even care. I'll die as many times as I need to. My armor's getting... Yeah. Armor's getting shot. Didn't drop a second backpack because I hadn't picked anything up. Switch to knives for a little while it's nighttime. Alright, where are we at? Okay. Yeah, you start off with a bone knife. Then you can go up and make... Ooh, bar brawler. No, do not scrap that. Bone knife to iron knives to steel knives is essentially progression. And then it's tier 1 through 5 for simplicity. There is technically a 6th tier, but that's not critical at this point. I want this farm and I haven't found it yet. It's slightly annoying. Thought I heard one. The hitboxes on the snakes are so weird. Nice. Mining bugs. That's a deer. Always want to stealth, get a sneak multiplier. Yeah, infection is definitely a thing. If it hits 100%, it'll kill you. I don't believe at this point there's an achievement for that, but I feel like that was an oversight. The antibiotics that I've got on my bar will cure up to 10%. Honey, which you can find in the wild stumps and stuff, will cure 5%. So there's definitely ways of dealing with it. I don't think this one has a farm. That's a little bit annoying. So this right here, cure infection up to 25%. They changed it at some point. Just don't overstack it because it doesn't help. So if you're at like 15% and you take a honey, it'll knock it back to 10, but it's a overtime thing. So you basically eat one of them, wait that timer out, and then eat another one. Alright. Well, no farm, but we found some meat anyways. Yeah, I don't think we have any yet. We keep beating down stumps when we see them, but we don't have any yet. Yeah, it does count for food. So, you know, it helps a little bit on that front. But for one of our achievements, we've got to make charred meat, which is absolutely a waste of meat, but we have to do it, so. We did find some. So, cure infection 5%, 8 food, 3 health. So, we just see one of those. It switches the emblem over here to we're getting over our infection, and it'll slowly just start dropping away. Okay, we gotta go find some more cloth. Sorry. Nasty charred meat done. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and eat that. So, charred meat, minimal food, negative on water, adds a little bit of health. Basically, burned beef jerky. We can't make better meat until we get a cooking pot or something else. Or the schematics unlocked. Yeah, I think I took a point into chef already. Let's see. Yeah. So, as you progress in certain trees, all of your primary crafting trees, the more perks you take, the less your cost is, and increase on speed. So I always take, because it's all book related, so these boost the loot odds of finding them. So I always take the critical ones first. So I took light armor because I always spec light armor. Took Master Chef. That way while I'm looting stuff, I can keep finding additional books for those. The sooner those get going, the better it is in the long run. Same reason why I always take my primary weapon first, and then a couple of other things beyond that. So this is definitely an art to managing your leveling. And we're no longer infected. Alright. So, we shouldn't need anything, but we got some money. Yeah, 1 second. There you go. We need more cloth is what we need right now. Go beat down some chairs. Whoa. Hang on. All tabbed out. There we go. We already did that. We could start breaking down cars, I suppose. Hey, look, cloth. Should probably see about getting our forges and stuff rolling too, but I don't think we have the books for that. Starting off running quests for the traders is always highly recommended. It's a fast way to collect resources. Reset POIs, that kind of thing. Now that it's daytime, we should probably get to that, but we needed cloth first. Alright. There we go. T3 knuckle wraps. Don't mind if I do. Still have the stew. That chest is full. What do we have for quests right now? Clear. Okay, cool. Should probably make some bandages at this point just to have some. inventory cleanup. Alright. Go check the trader, make sure he doesn't have anything that we can afford that we need. I'm sure he doesn't. As a matter of fact, it's probably not worth it. Let's head off to our objective. Forgot, we needed to make better armor too, but... Wait a tick. Oh, okay. I totally misread that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Cool. When we get back to base, if we have the resources, we should make a full set, because I think we're crafting T3s right now. Which is a whole lot more useful than the 1 point of T1. So, why is my marker not here? There should be a yellow exclamation mark here to tell me that I can start that. It's invisible. Well, that's not helpful. If you're doing quest clearing, you can choose to double loot. So, when you start the quest, it resets the POI. So, for instance, if we cleared out the bus, and we go back here and we hit the marker that we can't see, the bus will have stuff in it again. So if you're trying to salvage a bunch of stuff, you can double loot an entire section, which is kind of awesome. This is a clear quest, so basically get rid of all the zombies in the area. Not a big deal. You've got red beacons indicating there's zombies. No worries. Always look for your sealed crates. Never know what you might find. It's a pretty small POI here, so... Painkillers, nice. I don't think we can break these down. No. Just hoping for a grill. This is saying there's only a couple of zombies left. Gonna bait them to the door. Makes my life easier. They do like to hide stuff up high too, so... So, we killed the last one, so it updated to go back to the trader. But there's still stuff to loot. Nice. Med bandages. Okay, it's gonna be one of those. Fine. See if I care. Alright. Back to the trader. Yep, that's the build. Still need like 20 levels to make it functional, but
Good morning, Mike. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it. Listen up, jackass. Well, good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need.
when you do in early missions, the other good tip is just take the closest one in proximity. Normally I try and up the allowed trader quests per day to like 7, which I think is max. That way you can actually just shell through quests. Otherwise you get locked out after so long, and that's just not fun. Alright, we need a boatload of cloth, so we're gonna have to go start breaking down buildings. We actually have enough money to buy something now, though, so that's cool. Deal with that when we get back. Alright, time to go loot some buildings. What do we need? Well, we got a level. That's helpful. Iron gut probably should take. But we're gonna go ahead and grab our knife perk as well. Oh, I was crafting. That's what I was looking for. Armor, primitive hoods, plant fibers, cloth fragments. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Cool. That'll give us a little bit better gear. 20 cloth isn't hard to get. Of course, first building I pick has absolutely no cloth anything in it, but you know. Normally you go for a building that's got curtains and stuff because you can break those down for cloth. Couches break down for leather. Ammo, yes there is. At this point, it is extremely not worth it. So you start out with basic melee weapons, as you've seen. The bow shoots stone arrows. You can upgrade those to iron arrows and then to steel arrows. You get explosive arrows, that kind of thing. Kind of like Fallout, you start with like pipe variants of low tier guns. I sold a hunting rifle already. Later you get into 7.62s, 9mm, that kind of thing. I've got some shot shells already, which I won't ever use, but you can get up through grenade launchers and RPGs, that kind of thing. So lots of options on that front, but at that point you have to be mining for coal, mining for nitrates, doing all the stuff so you can actually make more rounds, because you're always going to burn more than you can find. I do a lot of tutorials on stuff, so that's not a big deal for me. There's some cloth, finally. It's kind of what got me in here. I'm like, I enjoy sharing what I've learned in the gaming realm, so might as well actually do it. most of us are all gamers, and we're all happy to play games, and most everybody is willing to share what they know, and that way everybody else has a good time too. Well, it's gonna take forever. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, same tag there, same channel. I'd appreciate YouTube's honestly the one that I need more people. I gotta pull another 400 and something subscribers before I can start getting paid there. YouTube's got the higher requirements. See, there's 7.62 ammo. So you use that for your hunting rifles, sniper rifles. I appreciate it. Like, the sooner I can get this thing rolling into something that might actually make some money, the more time I can invest into doing it. Alright. Yeah. Yep. One tag universal, I've been using it for eternity. Alright. Doors open, we can get out now. Ooh, airdrop. We are hilariously over encumbered for an airdrop though. We gotta go back to base. Go offload all of this and then go grab the airdrop, because especially early game airdrops normally have books, and I like books. Books are good. But we're going to craft our T4 armor first. We got enough cloth, right? I hope we got enough. Yeah, 22. We needed 20. Hey. Changed browsers. Yeah, I just see you there. I had a secondary monitor set up, so my three browsers are set up over there. I don't like, especially for StarCraft, I can't have stuff obscuring my primary vision on my primary monitor because there's too much stuff going on, so I keep my chat set up on the secondary over there. Keeps things simpler. Alright, wood, plant fibers. Hopefully we have enough fibers. If not, we're gonna go make some. Sweet, now we have basic armor. Pretty soon we'll unlock the next tier, but that's not gonna happen right now. 2.2 infected, should probably eat a honey while we're here. Where's that airdrop? There you are. Cool. Alright, so we're going to put a point in the animal tracker. This allows us to crouch and detect chickens, rabbits, and snakes. Next here is deer and boars, and then it's coyotes, wolves, zombie dogs, mountain lions, bears, and then dire wolves and zombie bears. So they changed that one. No, I haven't set up mods yet. I'm a pretty small channel, so I get the occasional spam bots, but nothing crazy. Maybe? I don't know too much on the mods or how it works on here. Like, one of my other channels bumped me to a mod, and I'm like, cool. They're like, so, basically you just do this. And I was like, sure. I'm like, I don't know, I just play games and push buttons. Ooh. Nice books. Nice. Very nice. Don't mind if I do. That was a upgrade mod bundle, so like this one causes bleed wounds on regular attacks, which on a bladed that already causes it is very nice. Gotcha. Well, that was totally worth the detour. Ooh, there's a stump. Is it a mailbox we missed? Yes, it is. Sweet. Huh. They changed the exclamation mark to an actual, like, quest post. Interesting. Alright, clear the area, so kill a bunch of zombies. If you get too far away, it'll cancel it off and you fail the quest. So. Seriously. Hit the chair in front of him. You can stealth clear as soon as you start making noise or you're not crouched. You wake up everybody. So there's pros and cons to that as well. If you're doing an actual agility build, I highly recommend these stealth perks because you can basically sprint through an entire building at upper levels, kill everybody, and then come back and loot it all. It's immensely entertaining. Also means you get hit less. But the first one that you miss that wakes up everybody kind of ends that. Well, we woke up somebody. Go. Now we can go loot downstairs. See, we started here. Interact with vending machine. Good things to know. If they got lights on them, don't break them down. Because they electrocute you. Because they're plugged in. If they don't have lights on, you can break them down. Alright. So even if you've already read the schematic, if you just reread them, as long as you're not playing in a party, because obviously if you're playing in a party, you want to make sure everybody else has read them too, but it's still free XP, so... Obviously the game is a little glitchy still. Alright, so we unlocked our armor sets, which is awesome. We finished off that quest, so we're just going to go ahead and bail out of here. Mailbox reset with the POI. Oh, what was that? I was going to look. Perception. That was a nice shot. Alright. Shouldn't be fully encumbered. No. Back to the trader for more free stuff.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn, this is all I can spare. Name's not important. Can't say I'm not surprised. Chop, chop, dumb fuck.
If you haven't noticed, the trader's super friendly too. Okay, he's got some books that are nice. Gonna need that at some point. Really need that, so we're gonna go ahead and buy that. That way we can start making food and doing things like that.
No refunds. Deal's done. Now beat it, fucker.
Some of the other traders are friendlier. A couple of them are actually friendly. This one's not. So now that we did that, we can do grilled meats, which is much better food. But you can't do it without the right amount of books, and you need the cooking grill. So we unlocked our upper tier for armor, but in order to do it, we need the workbench. And I don't think we're anywhere near unlocking the workbench. 2 of 10 for workstations. So that sucks. That means the next level we get, we need to put in the int. So we can get more of those books rolling in quicker. Because we need Forge Ahead books. So, that sucks. Let's see, lamb rations. We've got some food, which is nice. Can we make the wraps yet? I need one more book for those. Normally, your tiers, even though I can do... Okay. For this one, I can actually make T6, which I might as well, because it's a huge upgrade at this point. But, normally, you need tier 2 or 3 before... Will it give me the... It won't give me. So normally to jump from the first tier to the second tier, you really need tier 2 or tier 3 to equal the higher tier on the prior. So there's a little bit of a, hey, I've got it unlocked, but it's still not worth it. And as you progress in up the tiers, you get more mod slots as well. So tier 6 is going to have your highest amount of mod slots. Should probably switch that to water. Grab our chrysanthemums and make some teas. We've got coffee beans, but... So you can kind of go through here and see... that helps for dysentery. That's not super useful right now, but... The red teas are super useful. So obviously water, but reduces your food drain. So... as you have them to burn, it's good to do. But we're tied up here for like the next 6 minutes, so we might as well go do something. There's our level. So we're going to dump that over here. Normally I don't cross through points like this because I normally allocate them to just the 2 tiers, but I kind of need books, so... And it's gone. Most of the resources you get from doing this, you can't actually use until you get the workbench up, but you need them for the forges, you need them for the workbench, to build the workbench, you need them for everything you'll need to start on shortly, but the trick is finding a wrench, because sometimes you don't find a wrench for a while, and you're like, alright, I could really use one of those. And if you just beat it down with that, you start losing out on the mechanical parts, the springs, and everything else. So, you definitely want to make sure you're using the right tool for the right job. Now that it's broken, though, we can take it off our bar. Almost out of firewood. I think we'll be good since, you know, we've got another hour on it, but still. 3 minutes. Probably gonna have to jump off soon. Sounds like the littlest one is awake, which means he's probably gonna stay awake, and it's almost time to do lunch for the kids and stuff, so probably be jumping off here soon. But for now, we might as well go clear this building too. Obviously, you can see the difference on just stamina usage and damage overall. It's starting to get a little bit more user-friendly to do this. Still faster with the knives, but that little green figure that keeps showing up in the bottom left corner there should be a damage boost. It's one of the books that we found. I'd have to confirm which one. Let's see. Books, bar brawling, attack and move faster after getting hit. So, that would be the one. Iron Knuckles Tier 1. Alright. Stairs are over here, guys. It hit nighttime, so they're running again. If you're gonna use bladed, definitely hit all of them. That way they're all bleeding. Saves you some time. Yeah. Alright, well that was fun. That should have killed a couple minutes. Piece for a rocket launcher. Oh yeah. And I messed up ankle, so we can't run, otherwise we risk breaking it. So if you go to your character, it tells you leg sprain, jumping or sprinting will delay healing or hurt it even further. Further crit hits may result in broken legs, infections, lacerations. It'll also tell you that sewing kits or a first aid will stop it. So if I go over here and I use that, this goes away. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look. Sprained leg. But if we do too much to it, it'll break. So, basically it's a 7-minute wait it out. And try not to take too many leg shots. Let's see. We just hit a level. So we shouldn't have anything we need to do here. It's one of the nice things about the you can get sprained arms, legs, broken arms. If your arm is messed up, then power attacking with your melee, drawing bows, certain things like that makes it worse. It's just occasional proc that the zombies do. The zombies that crawl specifically target the legs, so they make things complicated sometimes. Most of the time, your dogs and that kind of stuff, the snakes. It's basically a crit hit proc. Teas also have the stamina regen, so that's a 15% stamina regen buff, which is awesome. So, teas are definitely the way to go for a while. Let's see. Craft a farm plot. Can't do that yet. Craft a dew collector. Can't do that. Can't craft forges, because we need stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And if it's just sprained and you keep doing it, eventually you'll break it from, right? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting system, but one of the perks for the fortitude is, as you get through here, critical injuries, which is what all this falls under, heals faster to the point where you, don't care. Yeah. Top tier, gain 1 health every 5 seconds naturally. Crit injuries heal twice as fast. Basically, I broke everything and I'm fine in 5 minutes. But the debuffs are real time, so. Got that. Oh, we need to offload some stuff. That can go there, that can go there. Rocket launcher parts we could honestly just sell because we're not going to use them ever. No, we've got feathers. Probably make some more arrows. Thought I heard something. Did hear something. Speaking of crawling ones. Make sure nobody else is floating around the building. Also debuffs the serious ones drop your maximum health pool. So being low on food and water will drop your stamina bar, health bar, all that kind of stuff. Get some food and water there. Still got 2.5 minutes on that. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here, go deal with kids and some other stuff. I may or may not be back on later. Not really sure what the day looks like. Everybody's just kind of laying low, but since everybody's awake and at it, I should probably jump off. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the live feeds. I'll wait out the 2 minutes on my own, because there's no point in staring at a wood wall for 2.5 minutes. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll catch you guys later on.